If you're not feeling it, be honest. I'm dashing in the coupe and going Sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love, but feel you rushing me. And my cup is running low, need you to fill it, please. I remember all those times it was a simple thing. Now I'm here all alone, reminiscing about what we could've been, I'm on the road, drinking, driving, swerving, I won't crash out. Got 12 on my ass down, still will chase the bag down. Hit the throttle, spaz out. These niggas crashing out, they living but they lashing out. Ain't chasing paper now.
Whoa, I can't crash out. I remember I was broke, I'm getting cash now. These lame-ass niggas talking shit don't make me lash out. Shit don't make me lash out. Ballin' like I'm Jordan, make a switch. Every time I talk, I'm making hits. Tripping daily, I feel like the shit. Yeah, I'm going, I can't reminisce.
If you're not feeling it, be honest. I'm dashing in the coupe and going Sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love, but feel you rushing me. And my cup is running low, need you to fill it, please. I remember all those times it was a simple thing. Now I'm here all alone, reminiscing about what we could've been. If you're not feeling it, be honest. Dashing in the coupe and going Sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love, but feel you rushing me. If you're not feeling it, be honest. I'm dashing in the coupe and going Sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love, but feel you rushing me. And my cup is running low, need you to fill it, please. I remember all those times it was a simple thing. Now I'm here all alone, reminiscing about what we could've been. I'm on the road, drinking, driving, swerving, I won't crash out. Got 12 on my ass down, still will chase the bag down. Hit the throttle, spaz out. These niggas crashing out, they living but they lashing out. Ain't chasing paper now.
Whoa, I can't crash out. I remember I was broke, I'm getting cash now. These lame-ass niggas talking shit don't make me lash out. Shit don't make me lash out. Ballin' like I'm Jordan, make a switch. Every time I talk, I'm making hits. Tripping daily, I feel like the shit. Yeah, I'm going, I can't reminisce.
If you're not feeling it, be honest. I'm dashing in the coupe and going Sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love, but feel you rushing me. And my cup is running low, need you to fill it, please. I remember all those times it was a simple thing. Now I'm here all alone, reminiscing about what we could've been. If you're not feeling it, be honest. Dashing in the coupe and going Sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love, but feel you rushing me.
Yo, welcome back to episode 31 of the Poneglyph Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we decode the world of One Piece and anime one Poneglyph at a time. My bad, y'all. I'm your host, Jay, aka Milky Way Jay. Here with my brother, my co-host Ja.
So guys, welcome back for another week. Welcome to break week.
Yeah, we get manga
For the
break
manga.
week, but We didn't have an episode last week. So because of that, we will still have the most recent chapter to talk about. And we got 2 episodes that we will be live reacting to. As well as some anime world news, of course. You know, we got to talk about all the housekeeping stuff around the anime community before we really get into our One Piece talks.
Yes,
But
sir.
how you feeling, Ja? How you been?
I can't complain, man. I'm chilling. I've been accumulating a lot of anime stuff, so
Love that, love
um,
that.
I've been chilling. Uh, the manga's got me all messed up, so I need this therapy from the anime this week.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. It's we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been a lot on my mind. Obviously we weren't able to have our episode last week, but I
Yeah.
was itching to talk to you. I was refraining from like overly texting you or trying to communicate anything for the pod because yeah, we got a lot to talk about. And the way the direction the anime has been going, I'm excited for these episodes as well. So should be fun, should be fun. If y'all are here live with us, make sure y'all smash that like button. It'll help, you know, get the algorithm going for the channel and for the live, and also for the VOD whenever we're done. And for those who are watching the VOD, make sure y'all smash that like button as well. If y'all are new, subscribe, check us out, check some of our videos out. I've been doing some collab posts with my main channel as well, Milky Way J. So a lot has been going on that end. And if y'all are listening to us on audio platforms, first off, I'd like to apologize. I don't know how I missed one of the episode drops. So that will be, or last week's episode drop on the audio platform. So that will be going up with this one. Just complete brain fart on my end. I usually do it shortly after, if not right after the pod's over, but I messed up. That's on me. So audio platform, still show us that support. Leave us a 5-star rating and a good review over there. Apple Pod, Spotify, YouTube Music, wherever y'all are checking us out from. But without further ado, I think we should just dive straight into this anime world news. We got a lot to talk about. Let's not waste any time.
Yes, sir.
All right. First things first. This is brand new, and I'm gonna just disclaimer here. I don't know how y'all do it. But anime fans have spotted 2 hidden Easter eggs in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Both
Yes, sir.
the official Solo Leveling Season 1 poster and a Naruto poster have briefly appeared in the movie, giving fans a fun surprise to discover.
I didn't see it. Damn.
I haven't seen the movie yet. I go in 2 days. I'm going to go see it. So
Yes, sir.
keep y'all spoilers over there. I'm excited for it. I've been hearing nothing but good things. You know, if not 10 out of 10s, I've been hearing very high ratings for it. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. 2 days away. Had to get my life together before I could really sacrifice the time to go sit down in a movie.
That's
But
right.
I'm excited for it. For sure. But maybe since I'm, you know, getting this news beforehand, I can maybe look out. But I'd be so caught up in the movie, like I doubt something like that in a brief cameo behind the scenes like thing. I doubt I'll really catch it.
Yeah.
Without
The movie is
any
great though.
okay, yeah, I was about to
The movie is
ask, without
great.
any spoilers, your thoughts. We'll talk about it next week a little bit.
For sure.
We could definitely talk about it on the pod.
I forgot how long it was gonna be. Like
Right.
it was a good long Spider-Man movie or
Mhm.
good long Marvel movie that we needed for you know, it's been a while. So
Yeah.
but it definitely hit the spot, you know, it checked off a lot of boxes for me. I am more I'm just like more in the headspace of I need to give Marvel a rewatch and see if just prepare for later this year when
Yeah,
Doomsday comes out.
yeah, that's exciting. Like I mentioned, I think last pod, I've been doing my rewatch of the Marvel
Mhm.
movies in the timeline order. I will say, uh, I think it's definitely prepared me well going into a brand new day, and then of course Doomsday later this year. I was also reading about Tom Holland, and I just want to tip my hat to him. First off, first, you put a ring on Zendaya. Shout out to you.
Yes, sir.
Second, bro, these movies that he's been in this year have been
This
crazy.
these
It,
couple
like,
weeks,
and then you got Doomsday at the end of the year, bro.
and bros, yeah,
Like, I mean, like
he's
I was saying this earlier, this could be one of the top 5 years for an actor.
this is
Period.
breakout season for real.
Oh yeah, for
Believe
sure.
it.
And then
Today or
Zendaya
this
going
year, he will be
crazy
climbing.
too.
If I'm not mistaken, she could have been in the other movie too.
What?
I might have heard wrong, but
Doomsday?
no.
Oh,
Was she in
Odyssey?
the Odyssey?
I have to go see the Odyssey. I gotta
Me
go see
too.
both.
I might
She
be
might,
misplacing information, but she's
maybe,
possibly in that too.
maybe. And then
So
her show just got wrapped up earlier this year, right? I don't damn, I forget what it's
Euphoria.
called. Euphoria, yes.
Yeah, I didn't finish it yet, but
Oh, you watched some of it?
I watched every other season, but this one so
Oh,
far.
okay. It's good.
The show and all, yeah, it's great. I gotta, this
I've
season
heard
was
so
like
much
a
about
kind of
it,
a
but
turn, so it's like I
uh,
haven't kind of accustomed to it yet, but
yeah,
I'm gonna watch it eventually.
I haven't I don't really know much about it at all. But I've heard really good things. I mean, I know when the show was wrapping up earlier this year, I just heard I just seen it everywhere, but
Yeah,
I didn't really know what it was about. I never really gave it the chance. That's on me. Maybe I'll check it out. But just the run that they've been talk about power couple.
oh
Bro,
God, they bringing it back, boy.
they run and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Shout out to them. But yeah, I'm excited to go see Spider-Man. Uh, hopefully, most of y'all will have seen it by next week because I'm sure I'm gonna want to talk about it on the pod. And then, like I said, I'll look out for these little Easter eggs. No promises in me finding them. I may just go on YouTube and see what scenes they were in after I watch the movie. But we'll see. I'm excited to go see it though. For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
man, I can't wait to talk about it because it took me by surprise, like how the
Play
story was
out.
moving.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm excited
I didn't
for it for
expect
sure.
that, but it was especially after playing I'm just last thing I'm gonna say after
No, you're good.
playing a little bit of Rivals, it was like, oh wow,
Wait,
this is like a good,
when you
it's
play
good.
Rebels? Oh, like when it
Huh?
first dropped?
Yeah, when it first came
Oh,
out.
okay. I thought you was talking about recently. I'm like, hold on.
Nah, that's
But
all though. That's all I was saying. But it was good.
interesting. You got my mind jogging a little bit with that one, with that
Yes,
little
sir.
comment. Okay. All right. Mushoku Tensei Season 3 has been removed from Crunchyroll in several Asian regions, and without any official statement, preventing many subscribers from watching the latest episodes. This follows a similar situation with ReZero Season 4, which was also temporarily removed before being restored, without any official explanation from Crunchyroll. How does this make you feel as a Crunchyroll user, that they're doing things like
Well,
this?
they didn't remove it from my region, but
But does this
it's a bit like
affect your
skeptical. Like it's a
trust?
bit, huh?
I was
Yeah,
saying,
like
okay, yeah.
it is kind of crazy.
I
I
mean,
wonder what's the details, but they're kind of keeping it all under wraps.
they hush hush about it. I mean, my first thought process when I read this was, man, they playing with us
Yeah.
because we're spending money. We work hard on every month on a subscription where, you know, they're cracking down on these piracy sites, but let's be real, they're still out there. But we're deciding to and yes, partially for convenience, you know, having it all in the same place. I could go
quality
pick
of
this
life.
up, watch this in the living room once I'm done, put it on the iPad halfway in the episode. So it's convenience. But like we're still spending our money for y'all to be able to, like, let's say Mushoku Tensei, it's, you know, the thing that's keeping me going every week. You know, every episode's dropping, then boom, you take it out of my region and it's down and I have to go scramble to find it. Like, come on now. Like, that's not what I'm paying you for. And it's not all about the money, but it's just more so of like a well-established company like that, you would hope that they're...
Yeah, no. And then on top of being no words about it.
Yeah, not even making statements about it. Like ReZero, y'all took away for a little bit and put back up out of nowhere. Didn't say nothing about it. Didn't tell anyone you re-released it or put it back up. You just did it and was like, oh, all right, let's keep it moving. It's just, as customers, like Josh said, it's a bit skeptical. And I don't really know. I mean, all the reports that we've been having in these anime world news recently about Crunchyroll, none of them have really been positive.
Yeah.
And
No doubt.
I'm really just interested to see if there's going to be a new official site. I mean, I know a lot of the Shonen Jump and stuff is partnered with Crunchyroll, so that does make it difficult. But I just wonder if soon we'll start to see like an emergence of a site that can really compete with Crunchyroll. I know we've had Funimation in the past, but that recently fell through after a long run, admittedly. But I just wonder if we're gonna see something in the future that's like a shift in, you know, the mainstream anime. Maybe.
They hating on Isekai right now. What's going on?
Hey, that is a good point. Both of those are isekai too. They want everybody to focus on the shonen stuff. But maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need another, you know, app site to come compete with them, and maybe they'll lock in, and maybe we'll get, you know, the good old days of Crunchyroll back, or maybe we need something to come take its place, and that consumers can trust and have a reliable source, because we understand, like, if there's an anticipated episode and the website crashes, sometimes there's only so much you can do with that. But like taking stuff completely off of the app and then just putting it back without, especially an occurring every week, highly anticipated anime.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird. Imagine if they just stopped releasing One Piece, just took all the One Piece off of Crunchyroll one day, and then just put it back up like 3 weeks from now and just don't say anything about it.
We'll be rioting in the streets.
So, hey, I know it didn't happen in any of our regions, at least over here in the States, but something to think about, Crunchyroll users. This one was interesting. Sword Art Online director Tomohiko Ito believes Japanese anime has the potential to rival an even entertainment powerhouse. However, it also, I meant to say rival Hollywood, an even entertainment powerhouse. However, Ito also warned that anime studios shouldn't focus too much on appealing to international audiences. He believes anime's greatest strength comes from staying true to its own identity instead of changing to fit global trends. Do you agree, or will Hollywood always stay on top?
I think the they're gonna be shared reigns. You know, anime is getting bigger every year, man, and
Mhm.
the the amount of people coming over to just even give anime a chance or seeing one thing and becoming intrigued, like, okay, I can kind of get down with this. Hollywood, it's not gonna, hold those reins for forever. I feel.
Mhm. Um,
Um, and with it being like even more international, like that part of the world is getting a big spotlight on them right now, with anime and Asian
Thanks.
culture.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be like within the next decade, it's definitely gonna be a shared space with Hollywood. I don't think Hollywood's ever gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Um, I do feel like there's ups and downs in Hollywood, but I think
Uh,
it'll be. I think the term rival will be is like an appropriate term. I think the anime industry will do that. As I do agree with Ito in saying that as long as they, stay with true to what anime's identity is, I think if they try to compete so much with Hollywood that they become Hollywood, then I think it won't last long because I do feel like there's only one Hollywood.
yeah.
Um, hence why all in terms of going Hollywood, all the foreign talent comes here for that. Even though, like, in my opinion, the UK is the best, like, in terms of theatrical, probably in the world. I feel like,
Hmm.
I mean, that's we see so many of these talented UK actors that we don't even know they British until you hear an interview of them. And you
Yeah.
like, bro, he was just playing like all these crazy roles. So like, we're just talking about Tom Holland and the run he's having. And but I say that to say like, there's only one Hollywood. So I don't think the anime industry should try to dip their toe in that aspect. But yeah, I take advantage of movies. Bring movies back because movies have been kind of like remember as a kid, damn near every weekend there was a movie that you would go see. I was just talking to a
Yeah.
friend about this.
Every Sunday.
Bro, I was just talking to a friend about this. There would be days where I would spend the whole day in a movie theater just movie hopping because there would be so much to
Yeah.
watch, and the movie theaters would just be so packed. Like nowadays, it's only packed on the big premieres, and then besides that, you know, you can go on an. I've went to the movies at night and been in the only one in my theater, and it's like, yo, this is not normal because movie theaters, I feel like used to always be jumping as long as
Like
it wasn't like a matinee in the middle of the day, and the matinees will still have a little bit of people. But
that.
yeah, I think the anime industry could help put more butts in seats in movie theaters, and I think it could
Oh,
be great internationally. But I do want them to stick to what anime truly is and not try so hard to stray away from that. On the topic of anime movies, could Jujutsu Kaisen really challenge Demon Slayer's movie record? Nothing has been officially announced, but fans are already debating whether a theatrical adaptation of Gojo versus Sukuna could become one of the biggest anime movie releases ever. Will Gojo versus Sukuna have enough power to rival Demon Slayer at the box office?
without a doubt, boy. That is that. When that gets animated, bro, the whole world of anime is gonna jump up
Yeah.
10 million fans.
It's gonna be interesting for real. A movie would be crazy. I think it would be really good. I think Jujutsu Kaisen has done well with their movie adaptations so far, and they've aligned with the arcs and the manga pretty well. With JJK Zero, I think being It's still a top 5 movie, anime movie in my book, where we first get introduced to Yuta and all that. And hey, by the way, side note, there may be a slight interview clip of me going around listing JJK characters that I like. Can I disclaim that and say I was so drunk at that moment?
Oh my god!
Chat.
Yo.
Chat. I could not think of no character. I was just thinking of the first characters that came to my head. And like, man, I got put on the spot. Chat. We was driving to DreamCon. Quick sidebar story. We was driving to DreamCon. The bottle's being passed around the car. I'm the driver, so I'm not partaking. When I get there, I'm like, I gotta catch up. Boom, boom, boom. Going back. As we're going in, by the time the badge was scanned and I'm in the thing, I'm like, okay, I'm lit. Right? So I'm lit. And I go into, like, right into the DreamCon. I get approached. Trying to do an interview. I like your cosplay. Boom, I'm wearing a JJK cosplay. They start asking me JJK questions. Somehow top five JJK characters got brought up. I listed some characters that are not in my top 5. I'm gonna just say that.
Damn. You said you
I personally,
you gave respect to who you needed to.
Yes. It wasn't a bad list. It just wasn't my true list. I couldn't think of I couldn't think of Toto's name for whatever reason. I couldn't think of Yuta's name for whatever reason. Those were 2 that I easily would have put in there. Honestly, over Yuji and
Megami.
I don't know. It would have Megami. Could have been
Megami last.
Yeah, I did say him last.
You
and
got
I didn't
Satoru and Toji out the way quick.
Nah, well you can't.
Yeah.
There's no JJK top 5. You might as well like say your JJK next 3. Like there's 1 and 2 pretty much have to be locked. Like if we're all watching the same story, like I think 1 and 2 have to be like somewhat locked. Some people may throw Sukuna up there. I'm not mad at that. You know, Yuta. Maki is a new favorite. I love Maki, but her shooting up to everyone's top 5.
Hey, come on, no slander
The episode
here.
was that. All right, let me watch
no
what I
slander
say.
here.
The
We
episode
lost
was
one,
great.
and we gained another.
And we,
bro, we're back.
all right,
and she's a girl.
Yeah, all right, girl power, facts. But does she shoot up the top 5?
She shoots up to my top 5. She my top 3. Behind our 1, 2.
Nah, okay, I'm not mad at it. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I love Maki. I love her character. She's an honorable mention for me, for sure. I can't put her above Yuta. I can't put her above Toto.
You feel so strongly about these guys.
Yeah,
Toto cool. And Yuta cool. You know, season 3, it just happened that the episode of Maki happened before we got Yuta. And yeah, my boy did his thing, but then, you know, there's a whole lot of the stances he's making, the faces he's making. I'm kind of cool off him a little bit. Not my swag. Now Maki,
here we go.
that's my swag.
Okay.
You went hard in that interview on you gave him his props, Jogo.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. like I said in the interview, I want y'all to go check out the clip. It's on my Instagram, somewhere, Milky Way J. So yeah, go check that out. But definitely, Yogo, I feel like he deserves his credit as a villain in the show.
Yeah.
People like to look over him because he lost his fights. But you got to look at who he was fighting and the levels he was pushing them to. Like, come on now. He fought Gojo and Sukuna, bro.
Yeah. He did. And Gojo spared him.
Like, come on now. Like, and like, there's no way. Like, he didn't stand a chance in either of those fights, and he overperformed. And I feel like, in my book, I feel like he deserves his respect. I just don't.
He's seen some stuff.
Yes.
In his little span.
Yeah, facts. He
He's
didn't
seen top
encounter
one.
he didn't encounter all the tops.
Yeah. He's
In
seen
some
1 and
way-
2 domain. Like, wow. So I mean, did he see it? No, he didn't see second domain.
He ain't get he ain't make it long enough.
Yeah, he ain't making long enough to see that, but like, he got something close.
Yeah.
That flame for flame.
Nah, I just like I like his character. You know, people like to look over him, and unfortunately, his role was just what it was to be a pawn to get beat up on.
Yeah,
when it was needed, unfortunately. But
he
I
stood
feel
his ground when he
yeah.
had to.
Yeah, and I feel like that can't go overlooked because he definitely knew how to throw hands.
And he did
But-
some people bad before he left too.
Facts. Yeah, so I just want to pretty much say my take on this specific news point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Gojo versus Sukuna would definitely it would break the current record. The one thing, and I hate to say this myself, as much as I love the Demon Slayer movies and I'm excited for the next one, I do think JJK would surpass it in that. My only thing is that the final Demon Slayer movie, I think it may be like it may be untouchable for a while.
Yeah.
And
Whatever that means.
it kind of pains me to say this because I'm more of a JJK fan than I am Demon Slayer. But even with a Gojo versus Sukuna, I think that would hold the record until the final Demon. And I only say that because Demon Slayer set the bar so high. I feel like with anticipation, I just feel like it's going to, until it's done, it's always going to be up there, like with the high. Because even these past, in terms of quality, for me, these past JJK movies have rivaled these Demon Slayer movies. But I just feel like Demon Slayer has hit so hard. Yeah, JJK will be what it is, but I just think history is going to repeat itself, and Demon Slayer, for some reason, is just going to. I think just because they've done so well with the previous ones, that it's going to. Like, that's just what it's going to be. But yeah,
Fair.
1 year ago, the long-running sports manga Windbreaker was suspended after its creator, Jo Young Seok, was accused of tracing artwork from other artists. Following an internal review, Naver Webtoon concluded that portions of the series showed to other works, leading to the suspension of its serialization.
That's got to be so embarrassing. What if it was like homage? What if it was homage? Like, I gotta see how bad these things are.
I seen one specific side by side. It was literally just like the characters looked exactly the same. They just like one had brown hair, one had black hair, one had like it was bad. It was like bar for bar.
That's bad.
And I assume for the whole manga to be suspended, I assume it's it was more than what that one that I seen.
No,
That's
yeah. I mean, the whole Rico case probably.
unfortunately. I think Windbreaker has a season out. I seen it. Snow put me on. And it was good. It was good. I am disappointed because I was wondering where it went. I can't remember specifically what year it dropped, but the year it did drop, I remember a few animes came out around that same time, and they've all progressed since then. It may have been that Solo Leveling Kaiju number 8 year.
Mm.
What was that, 21? I
Mhm.
don't, yeah, I think around 21. So I'm pretty sure that's when the first season came out. I'm not sure too much about how long the manga was going, but damn, come to find out, because he's been stealing other people's shit, man. That loses credibility for me. Even if they bring it back, I don't know if I can look at it the same, because I'm like,
Yeah, I
come on
mean,
now,
that's terrible.
bad
Yeah.
look.
And being an artist on top of that, it's like, come on, bro.
Like,
You knew it. We got to you got to this point, and and you risked it all. Like, you
but
know they don't play like that.
like you said, you got to this point, but you got to this point being creative on your own. The thing I seen was like the girl sitting there like this on a table, and it was just like a side for side. Like he just copied it. Like, come on, was that really necessary? Was that just laziness? It's bad. It just doesn't make sense. So
We got
hey,
behind on work. That's what it sounded like.
maybe I'll look into it. But what I feel like tracing someone else's work is still gonna take time.
He said, my assignment due tonight. I gotta trace this, man. He's got writer's block. He got artist block, bro. He's like, I can't figure out how to draw this scene. He looked over at the TV and he got some playing, and
That's
he's like,
crazy,
that's
yo.
it.
Oh,
And
that's
he started
terrible.
tracing.
That's terrible. They did a whole investigation.
Yeah, the whole Rico on him.
Portions of the series showed other work.
And he got away. He got away with it for a little bit. He's like, "Oh, this is working. This is going good. Actually, they messing with my mom still, man."
It's probably the other manga artists or manga artists. They're like, hold on, I've seen this before.
They had a meeting. They all got together. It's like,
That's
this guy's
terrible.
just copying us.
Terrible. Latest Black Clover guidebook has revealed new details about Asta's origins, confirming that he has no biological father. According to the guidebook,
Ooh.
Lasita conceived Asta, the destined child who would save the world alone, making it the first official explanation of his birth.
I feel like I got that from the show though. There was like something that like kind of like said something like that.
I'm rewatching. I literally, before the pod, I think I finished episode like 103 or something like that.
Mm.
I haven't caught on to anything thus far.
Like his mom. Oh, his mom was. Damn.
I don't know. That's interesting. It just makes you think, as people who don't read the manga. Sidebar: the manga just finished, I think, within the past week. So Black Clover, the story of Black Clover is officially uh finished. So shout out to the creator of Black Clover. I forget his name off the top of my head, but shout out to him. Shout out to everyone involved. I really hope moving forward, the anime stays on top of it and does the manga justice. I've heard nothing but good things, and yeah, definitely interesting. But this makes me go into what I'm watching with a little bit of a different mindset, wondering about what this can specifically allude to or hint to in the future.
For Loser King.
Oh man. Hey, that boy, a dog, man.
Yeah,
I just watched the episode where um it's the elves just transformed, transformed, and then all Asta did was give a little speech, and he just snapped out of it. They're like, everyone's looking at him like, hold on, how is he doing this? And he still had the boost from the elves. Like, come on now, a dog.
Yeah,
A dog for sure.
It scammed them. Can't lie.
He said, I'll take that. Don't mind if I do.
Easy upgrade. Like,
they looked at the spirit, the wind spirit. They said, it's okay. You could come to us. He said, I'm with him. Like, he said, shut up. I'm talking. Oh, man. I love Black Clover. The beginning of it was definitely a bit of a pain to drag through again, but I powered through it. And once they really open up that can, Black Clover is great, man. I mean, I said this before, I'll say it again. Black Clover could be bigger than Demon Slayer if it was done the right way. If it was done the right way, if Black Clover took the same approach as Demon Slayer, not even necessarily specifically with the movies, but hey, we could even just throw that in there because that's been so good too. I think it would be just as big, if not bigger, if it was done right. Too many people compare it so much to Naruto, so I feel like it gets a little watered down because of that, and I'm one of them. I do see the very similarities in the two shows, but nonetheless, I feel like once Black Clover really takes that turn into what the true story of Black Clover is, I kind of feel like it has similarities, but it's not like as much of a parallel to Naruto as the beginning is, I feel like.
So you got Kakashi or dang, how I forget his name.
Who I'm thinking of? Are we talking about Black Clover?
Yeah, Black Clover.
Yami?
Yeah, Yami.
I knew that's where you was going with it. It's funny because, like, we done seen Yami cut through dimensions, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's part of Kakashi's kit. There's
my
Mangekyo.
That's why I brought it up.
We're gonna have to say chakra is gonna be considered a form of ki in this fight. So Yami's attuned to ki, which even makes him stand out in the Black Cloververse because that's not practiced amongst Magic Knights. So I feel like that evens the playing field in terms of Kakashi like being able to speed blitz him because of him being a ninja. Because I feel like in reality, besides like most of the speed based mages in Black Clover, most ninja from Naruto would be able, like top rank ninja would be able to blitz them. But I feel like there's a select few who specialize in speed and attributes and stuff. And Yami's obviously one of the top ones. My question is, are we giving Kakashi dual Mangekyo, which would have him access Susanoo? Because then what would
Nah.
Yami be able to do with Susanoo? I don't know. But if we're just giving him the one Sharingan, pretty much the point he was fighting pain in, I think
Mhm.
or we'll even say Obito in the final war, because he wasn't even he didn't have both Sharingan then, and he still was that was like his best endurance feat was during the war, because prior to that, Kakashi couldn't.
We don't gotta talk about it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about it. But yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna
part
keep
of me
lying.
wants to say Yami.
Yami might slice up my boy. I can't lie.
Part of me wants to just say, just because of Yami's gonna say I'm gonna push past my limits, and that's just gonna
and Kakashi's not gonna know what to do, bro. Dang.
I feel
Kakashi knows his limit. Dang.
Kakashi's always had a limit.
Dang.
The only thing that pretty much helped him break that limit was the dual Mangekyo, because it didn't drain him as much. Like, he was able to use both.
Yeah, Kakashi impact. Okay.
That's a good fight, though.
Yeah,
That's a good fight.
I wish Kakashi had like a weapon. A good weapon.
Yeah, because in terms of Kakashi's copy ninja, he has no ninjutsu to copy. So, I mean, he would be based on relying on his lightning-based abilities. I mean, we've seen him use fireballs and Rasengans here and there, but he says that drains his chakra more. These are things that Kakashi himself has said. So, like, we're gonna imagine he's gonna stick to most of the lightning clones, lightning blade, obviously his Sharingan to try and trap, Yami. But I feel like even if he catches Yami in the dimension, Yami can just slice it open, right? Like, we've seen him cut through dimensions.
Late, pulling that right out.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Kakashi, I love you. All right, last but not least, Gordon Cormier, who plays Aang in Netflix live actions Avatar: The Last Airbender, says he believes Monkey D. Luffy would probably solo Team Avatar. When asked who would win between Team Avatar and the Straw Hat Pirates, Cormier replied, "I think Luffy is soloing us. Like, bro, Aang is strong and stuff, but bro, it's a totally different power level."
Like the whole universe, bro. So your whole verse, bro.
Um, Gear 5, yes, for sure. Pre-Gear 5, it depends what point. I feel like, bro.
Yeah, hey, there's some stuff I ain't seen, but
Like, if we talking about final battle, Avatar crew, they're all pretty strong to be their age and stuff. My only thing is Luffy's endurance. But I feel like they could fight him. But if we're talking about the whole, I'm talking about the Avatar crew jumping Luffy. If we're talking about the whole Straw Hat Pirates, they're getting wiped.
Oh, I mean, man.
Yeah.
Naturally. But they get strong as Team 7? Late seers?
What, Avatar on them?
Mm-hmm.
It's too different.
I'm saying like a power up like that, they get like.
I mean, yeah, they get a pretty good power boost. Like,
They pass Joni level.
yeah, Zuko becomes the Fire Lord. Toph is the strongest Earthbender ever. Katara is the strongest Waterbender, pretty much alive at the time. Like they all pretty much become the strongest benders of their own. And then Aang masters like the Avatar state and stuff. So like they're strong, but I just feel like verse wise, like it's too big of a gap. That's why I say like they could probably fight. They could fight a Gear 4 Luffy. They may not win unless Luffy runs out before like he can take them all out. But they could fight. They could jump a Gear 4 Luffy and it'd be a close fight. Gear 5 is out of the question.
So if Luffy got a pocket stake, it's over.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing much of what they'll be able to do. Like, yeah, control the elements. I mean, actually,
Wash them out.
Here's a hack. Luffy's weak to seawater. Katara's a strong ass waterbender, so is Aang. Stuff could be done, but that's like just being cheese and saying like, oh well, Aang will just throw seawater at Luffy and then he's cooked. Yeah, that will work. That thinking about it, that will work. But like, there are some things like Toph could restrain him, Luffy, with Earth, and he wouldn't really be able to do much. And then they could just kind of do stuff. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of scenarios and where they can compete. There's a chance for them. There is a chance, but there's levels. There's levels for sure. For sure. And then straw. If you even add one of the straw hats, I think they're cooked.
Damn.
Honestly, like don't it leave. Let Sanji and Zoro stay with the crew. Bring Jinbei and Luffy, and you know they may take down they could take down whatever nation probably.
Yeah.
They're beating some people up.
You just recently watched the movie, right?
Yeah.
How was it? The leaked movie.
Well,
I still got it on my phone on 488 bit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. I watched it. It was a solid movie. I give it 8 out of 10. Just for
that's what's up.
Yeah, it being a movie, but it was got the dynamic of the whole Avatar crew again. The antagonist coming in there, how he was introduced, how it went as a whole. I think it was a good story. Still good character development for Aang.
It was canon and everything, like.
Yeah, I don't fully know. I would imagine so, though. I believe so because it officially, but I wouldn't know 100%. But I don't see why it wouldn't be low key. It makes sense, especially because of how it ended. I don't feel like it would be like anything we've seen from Korra after Aang passed and stuff. Like none of that would affect any of it. So I would consider it canon. Unless there's something out there that's specifically saying this is just a side story. But movie was good. I give it personally 8 out of 10. I haven't really seen much feedback on social media, like from people ranking it, if people liked it or not. But personally, I think it was a good movie. Had a few things like Sokka called his boomerang instead of Boomy. I'm like, come on now. I understand they're a little bit older, but that's what he called his boomerang. I feel like Zuko being the Fire Lord at this point in time, I know it was very early, like, well, it's not that early, but because they were young adults by this point, but I think Zuko being the Fire Lord, I feel like he could have been portrayed as a little bit stronger. But I understand what they're trying to do because Aang brought balance to the earth, so Zuko doesn't have to be like this stronger than everybody type guy, and I feel like he still had a good role. Um, good movie, good movie. Go watch it if y'all are fans of the show, for sure. I think it would give y'all a little bit of a little kick of nostalgia. All right, that will wrap up our anime world news segment. Yapped a little bit longer than I wanted to, but hey, good talks for sure.
Yes, sir.
If y'all are here live with us, make sure y'all smash that like button. Catching the VOD as well. Leave a like and subscribe if y'all are new and y'all are checking us out for the first time. And y'all are rocking with the podcast. We got a lot in store moving forward. And if y'all are catching us on the audio platforms, make sure y'all give us a good 5-star rating and a good review. We appreciate everyone on all platforms. And go check us out on social media, Poneglyph Pod, PNG Pod, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. We got all that. So check us out. Now we will be rolling into our Tales from the New World segment. In this segment, we talk about, or we live react to the most recent episodes of One Piece. And on today's episode, we got 1171 and 1172. Yeah, you got any thoughts before we dive into this?
Just if we have any manga readers right here, right now, does that thumbnail look kind of cool, like kind of crazy?
Which one are you looking at?
The second 1172. Knowing what happened in the chapter, it's like there's got to be a connection there.
Oh, wow.
Like, come on, bro.
This is a
But
few
with
weeks now,
service-
right?
Yeah, service level, we'll keep it there, but like
Yeah.
they're doing this on purpose, right?
This is a few weeks now where it's happened. We'll get, when we get to the manga, we'll address it more. So there's no spoilers, and it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's just
Anime, don't go looking into it. But there's
Yeah.
nothing crazy. No crazy spoilers. But we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, it's like probably like the 4th or 5th time since
they got to
the
be doing
anime's
this on
been
purpose,
back
bro.
where there's like on par with it. So
Gotta be.
yeah. But yeah, let's dive into our first episode of the day. It will be episode 1171, The Heinous Sinner, Loki of the Underworld, freed. While observing the jewel tree, Adam, along with Ripley, Frankie learns of Elbaf's weak points. Meanwhile, in the underworld, Luffy and Zoro find a heavily injured Loki. As they argue over whether to unchain him, an unexpected turn of events blindsides them. All right, let's get to it. And if y'all are on our audio platforms, come check us out on YouTube where y'all can catch us visually reacting, just because we cannot have any audio due to copyright. Snipe them!
We're back.
Yes, sir.
What was that?
You know what chapter this is? I don't know off the top of my head.
Pretty cool.
I want to say it's in the 1150s.
I was
Just
gonna
a
say
guess,
40, but
Oh,
probably
it could be. That was just a guess.
I think it's late 40s.
Okay.
I think it's early 40s.
Haugen.
Oh, 1141.
I appreciate that.
That's all.
Drunk Usopp.
Boy, sauce.
That boy Usopp talking loose lip.
Oh God.
Head ass.
No way he just dinged him like that.
How you jump that high? Usopp feet.
He got
He speed blitzed Yaru? He didn't even get a chance to look.
yo, he is talking crazy drunk right now. This might be his dad be drinking at the top of the top.
Mm-hmm.
This might turn into some. Hey,
That's tough.
yes, sir.
Soul King.
Show King.
He older than me. You can't drink as a giant till you're like in your 50s.
Started getting the gate. I meant to say this earlier when they were showing Nami. Just him giving that compliment makes me feel like there's gonna be something even crazier about her that we
Who
can
y'all
find
roll?
out. Yeah.
She kind of short for a giant compared to him.
This ain't getting help but the scheme, bro. What's wrong with him?
Y'all ain't see that chat.
Oh, God.
Mm. Mm.
Yo, they is pulling up so
Mm. Mobbed up.
it's always the ball rolling and something crazy happens.
It rolled a little bit too far.
Yeah. They snapped with the colors, bro. Creep.
Mm. Okay.
The music guy, the sound guy, bro, is going absolutely insane. I wonder what his check looked like a week.
Damn. Hmm. No way.
Bro.
One being logical.
Bro.
That's funny thinking later on.
Yeah. Oh.
Some of the stuff I'm like drawing a blank from too.
Like, don't remember the dialogue? Like, don't remember the dialogue?
Just this specific like series of events.
Thinking about the show his ass.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm.
Uh-oh.
Luffy is so stupid, bro. He's sitting
That
there
face is
holding
good.
like it's funny. Like the whole situation is a joke. He makes the regular giants just look so ridiculously small.
Jane stood up in some time.
Hmm.
Dope.
Hmm.
Dope.
All right, brief little talks about episode 1171. What'd you think?
I love everything's coming together, man. It looks so good, sounds so good. We're just waiting for the story to unravel all here. I'm in no rush, so I'll give it a. Everything was great, about the episode. A little lackluster in action, but everything's unfolding. I'll go Warlord today.
Okay. Um, yeah, I agree pretty much on every aspect. Everything's coming together really well. The animation has always, been pretty top tier.
Yeah.
The sounds have been pretty great. In terms of plot and story progression, we didn't really get too much this episode. So I was kind of on the fence between a warlord and a admiral. Um, because it was still a good episode. I just wish. I mean, it was a good adaptation from the manga
Yeah.
because that's what we got in the chapter. But I do kind of wish we got a little bit pacing with that one.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, I really don't know whether I want to give it a admiral or a warlord like that because I feel like some of the admiral ones that we've ranked, I feel like are better than this one. But I also feel like as warlord like selling it short. But I can go with War. Nothing really happened. We didn't really get much action.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to the moment with Loki that I was excited to see, which I'm sure we'll see.
Yeah, that we've been waiting to see
Yeah.
adapted. Yeah.
So, um,
I do want to say this was the scene in the manga that we got of like Loki ore farming.
mhm.
It didn't look. I'm
Oh
not
yes,
too
yes,
appealed by how they did
yes,
it on here because
yeah.
in the
It looks.
chapter it was like this is the stample for so long,
Mhm.
and so
Yeah,
maybe we'll get another look in the next episode or something. But
they did that before with the Bonnie Gear 5 situation. She
yeah,
first seen Luffy Gear 5. They like came back the next episode, like read. But yes, I know what you're talking about. That um stance that we kind of know Loki for prior to the one later in the chapter
yeah,
that shall not be said. Or not in the chapter, in the arc, shall not be spoken of yet. But that this specific manga panel that we got for this episode was a lot colder and a lot better in the in the episode. I know exactly what you're talking about. It happened at the end right there when he was standing
yeah.
up first time. So like we said, there's a part we're looking forward to. Maybe we'll get that right before then. But if this was the one, a little they fell a little short with it. But overall, it was still a solid episode. The warlords are still very powerful pirates of the sea. So,
Facts.
yeah, without further ado, let's get into 1172. This episode is titled What I Fear Most. A massive snake suddenly attacks the walrus school. Saul
Oh
and the
man,
other teachers stand their ground to protect the children. But just then, another mystery strikes, plunging the school into pure panic. Yes, sir. While this intro is going, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick.
sorry. If you made it this far, please leave a like, comment, uh, a review for our audio listeners. Tell us how we can improve and what else you guys want to see. Forever, thank you guys for hanging around and enjoying One Piece with us together.
Mm.
Mm.
Here we go. Right, just stand there. A gym teacher and a math teacher. Man, come on. If y'all keep that following y'all at all time.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay.
A little something.
She got 2x4. A walrus giant.
Dealing with it. Right.
This is interesting how they did the art for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't think the tidbits would be so picturey, but this is the kids' drawings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the kids' depiction of them. So I wonder later if we'll see when we see more, they look like.
Yeah. Man, if y'all act like the whole school, how this man go on the playground?
This nigga head big as fuck. Like, come on, bro. That's huge. I know you're a giant, but
That's what's his name, nephew.
Vegapunk.
Yeah.
He do got that. Vegapunk had the brown hair when he was legit. Yes, sir.
Look at the principal.
Listen to that.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Showing out. Oh, whoa. He
That's
can move like this?
That's former Vice Admiral. Come on now. Don't
With the
forget he
peg,
was
he
a Vice
moving like
Admiral.
this?
He a teacher now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come on now.
Oh, this changed the game. Hold on. I got Saul over Hadrudan.
Nah, facts.
I don't think that's too crazy to say anyway.
I mean, he was a vice admiral in the
Yeah.
Navy. Do you think Hadrudin is vice admiral level or higher? I don't.
I guess that's ever so real.
Do you think Hadrudin would beat Frankie? From what we see later, like, well, I mean, Frankie was being vice admirals before this arc. So do you think Hadrudin's beating Frankie?
Guess not. No. Shouldn't. Dang, Hadrudin is just, it's not looking good for bro. It's not.
I don't even want to say too much because I don't want to spoil.
It's not looking good for
Man. Yeah, I got Saul like in an attack against Elbath. I'm like, Saul!
Yeah.
Hadrudin's right there, like, what do we Saul? Elbath!
Oh God. Cause wow.
Principal Walrus!
Yeah.
Please. Hadrudin's like, I'm right here. Principal! Yeah, roll!
Damn.
You pulling everybody before Hadrudin.
God. Damn.
Ripley! Everybody, bro.
Call it. Like at this point, went up against the Yonkos.
Professor Ange.
Bro, it could get bad.
I like how they do this. Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
Go back, cause I'm kind of lost right now. What?
Right. Oh, okay. I'm tripping.
Oh,
I don't know why I thought that was Saul. It wasn't Saul.
yeah.
It was just the way they panned into the next scene. Yeah, I don't know why I was tripping for a second. I like how they did that. Yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
Like, huh? What was that? Very glad. Because I think we got that first, right? Or we knew.
We saw what happened to him already.
Yeah.
We didn't see what he did.
Right. Okay. Yeah. The whole time he jumped to hit that sleep's head. Robin and Chopper was just chilling in his hair. They're like, oh.
Please, bro.
Am I tripping or did I always picture the arrows to be red for some reason? I don't know why.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
But it kind of
felt the
makes
same
sense the way
way.
like she uses them to wrap stuff. Like I wouldn't imagine them being red, but when they're straight, I don't know why I just thought they were red.
You know who that's supposed to be. One day
Hmm.
we'll see. One day.
Yo, this day had to suck for Elbath, bro. Like one moment they're throwing a party, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Mm.
Oh, this is crazy. Kids just start collapsing.
Just dropping.
Oh my god. Bro. Look at Robin.
He's sick. Monsters attacking kids, dropping like flies.
Hmm. They're trying to redeem themselves right now. Oh.
Go lay down.
Oh my goodness. Damn. Word.
Yo.
Wow.
Like, what?
They're
Bro.
going crazy. Damn, man. I still don't know how he was able to do all that. Better start getting to work, man.
Yeah.
She's like, damn, I didn't think I actually had to.
I let them see Zeus.
Mm.
Okay. This is yo.
Mm.
And
Head of Negas.
yeah.
Yes, sir. What'd
It's
you think
good.
of that episode, episode 1172?
Man, it's all coming together. They're on par with the chapter, I could say as well. They're giving Loki a very unique showcasing at this point on. It hasn't gone anything like I thought it would. So this is all so vibrant and yeah, a lot going on there, but everything's unfolding well.
Yeah, I agree. Everything looks great. I think the Loki part was really cool. The way they're doing these nightmares, sleep tids, what will come to find term to be for spoiler. The sleep tids that we're seeing, the way they're doing those are very interesting. A bit what I expected, but I didn't expect like with the personality and stuff to them still kind of have the traits of as a kid would have drew it. But I do like that aspect of it. Seeing the Holy Knights, very ominous. Every time we kind of get a little glimpse of them. The sadistic personality that they kind of carry so far and what they've been doing to the kids and Elbath. It makes you think of just kind of how long Elbath has gone without any issues,
Right.
which we know like when the last time they had issues is. We'll see that later, probably next year sometime. Anime watchers, but like for them to have gone so long, like you can just tell how unprepared they are for anything of this scale. The sleep tids, well, they already got a lot of the kids falling asleep, walking towards, what appears to be a Holy Knight ship to leave the island and stuff, and and then a fire breaks out due to Loki, and they're just kind of barely on top of it. So to me it just kind of is like, man, they're definitely not prepared for any of this what they got going on, and I think it's being portrayed really well, animation wise, sound wise. We say this every episode at this point because they've been doing such a good job, but I think it was a good episode. I think that one was worth an admiral. Definitely a little bit better than last episode. They did Loki a little bit better justice. I mean, they went above and beyond with Loki, but I kind of imagine that based on his showcasing in the manga and kind of the glimpse of what importance he may have down the stretch, even past this arc. So I'm not mad at how they portrayed it. Some of the stuff involving the kids, I think they kind of switched up on, and I don't really want to tap too much into it because it could be spoilers, or I don't want to dabble too much in stuff that the anime onlys haven't seen yet. But just some breadcrumbs from later that either A, didn't catch in the manga, or B, is like an anime only kind of way they structured the episode. That to me, looking back on it, I mean, even if they did have all these specifically in the manga, it's like damn, Oda know what he be doing. For real. For real. But I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed both episodes. Last one, if we're giving last one a warlord, this one was for sure an admiral. This this one wasn't the top of the top, but it was still a good quality episode. We've seen a little bit of action. We've seen Saul get down, use some armament hockey.
Yes, sir.
We've seen the Holy Knights, they're starting to take action. Then we seen Loki kind of power up and do a little bit of a lightning blast while still one leg chained down Sea Prism Stone. So definitely interesting and a great episode. Excited to see next steps that we're continuing to take. Any final thoughts?
No, I feel like we touched on everything we needed to.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, with that being said, we will move on to our final segment of the evening,
Yes,
which
sir.
will be Manga Mania. Now, if y'all are anime onlys, we advise y'all from here on out to depart and stay tuned with us next week for the next episode. We will be reacting to 1173, and then we will also be off of break week, so we will have another manga chapter to react to. We appreciate y'all, anime onlys. Make sure y'all smash that like button on the way out on YouTube, and if y'all are listening to us, a 5-star rating, a good review. I appreciate y'all so much. All right, let's get into our final segment of the afternoon, and that will be Manga Mania. Do you have any thoughts before we get straight into everything, or should we just
Rough chapter, I'll just say that much. Things haven't been going as I expected, and in a nah, I'll wait till we start.
All right, well, if that's the case, I'll just hop right into it. All right, well, first things first, we have the title. We are on chapter 1189, and this title is King of the World. For our cover story, we have a reader's request. Naughty, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, monkeys. They're getting scolded by Nami. The three monkeys, they obviously have the resemblance of the Pirate
Monster
King.
Trio.
Yeah, Monster Trio. That's what I was looking for. And they clearly seem to be either beat up, or I can't tell if they got into like a mess. That's what that is what Nami's scolding them. Looks like paint, because I see that bucket that's knocked over. Paint or ink or something that they got into, and then Nami's scolding them for making a mess of it. Did you have any thoughts about this reader request?
Not much. The paint on them looks to be like bruises, so we can only assume with the stakes that are going on in a chapter, this could be a possible, foreshadowing of what's to come. We already know the status of our captain right now, so
Um,
and yeah.
did you have anything else?
Nah, just possible foreshadowing.
Yeah. One thing I did want to kind of point out that maybe I may be reaching with this, but the speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil that we see amongst the three, I do kind of feel like they fit well with the three characters. Zoro, I mean, if you think about the nothing happened situation, he's not speaking of it. Luffy, I feel like Luffy's with the see no evil, I mean, I feel like Luffy always finds the like good,
Good in
like
everybody.
sees the good in everybody. At least to a certain extent, you know, unless you're just straight up evil. But I mean, you can just share a rice bowl or something with Luffy, and he'll consider you a friend. And then Sanji, especially with the women and stuff, they can literally be, as long as they're beautiful, they could literally be the most evil person, and he don't really, you know,
Yeah.
you don't hear it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's in one ear out the other because he's he's using his eyes. So I kind of feel like that kind of played into this, but
That's good.
I didn't really know if that was like intended or not, just because it was a reader request. So I'm like, is this the reader cooking this up, or did Oda just make something out of this, or what? But I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I like
Let's
that.
yeah. I mean, and maybe there's more to it. You know, that was kind of just a rough thought process, but yeah, let's dive straight into the chapter. Let's not waste no time. All right, I'm gonna get into the summary. All right, to start out the chapter. After stabbing Luffy with Vohu, Imu drives the sword into a nearby tree, thus pinning Luffy to it. Usopp senses something bad has happened to Luffy, which Nami notices, but even Usopp is unsure of what will happen to him. A fear Jinbei shares, considering how Loki was beaten by Imu previously, despite the latter's denial. As for Gunko, she has been fully freed from Ragnar's ice, but she still has not woken up despite Brook trying desperately to get some answers, and Ragnar trying to interfere with him is not helping either. Just then, Hadruden and Gerd arrive on an island cloud ship, but because they were going too fast, they end up crashing. Though Chopper uses guard point to cushion Gerd's blow, which she is thankful for afterwards. Gerd immediately moves to treat Loki's injuries, which she notices are very bad, despite Loki pointing out her and Hadruden's unexpected arrival not help. It turns out after Hadruden woke up following his encounter with Imu, he wanted to get back into the fight, but Jarul told him to go to Loki's side instead of trying to rescue the children, explaining to him that saving the children is merely a temporary way to keep the world government from subjugating Elbaf. And he believes this decision to conquer them did not come from just the reverie itself, but from Imu's own personal desires. Remembering this, Azruden asks Loki if he knows who Imu is, and he admits that he believes so. Speaking of, Imu conjures up another sword called Blade of the Sea God, which he says consumes vitality. He wonders how many weapons he will need to kill Luffy, and he tells him he despises his name, yet he has two brothers with different names, one killed by the Marines and one prominent within the Revolutionary Army. Regardless, he calls the three of them a group of uncouth individuals as he stabs Luffy with the sword. Loki says to everyone present that Imu is the person Shanks told him about the day Harold died. After that day, when Loki wanted to set out to see and hunt down who it was that was ultimately responsible for the massacre at the castle, Shanks told Loki that though he sympathized with him, as he also considered Harold a dear friend, he informed him that taking control of Elbaf was not the world government's end goal, but merely a preparation for war. Though surprised, Loki stated he only wanted vengeance, but Shanks asked whom exactly he wanted revenge. Loki answered that he wanted to take down the world government, but Shanks clarified that the one who manipulated Harold was the king of the world. Jarul was shocked to hear this, as he knew the world government having a king went against their entire concept, while Gabon wanted Shanks to be careful about his words, even though Shanks knew no one else would believe him. Loki thought that if he could take down Emu, then his revenge would be complete. Shanks warned him that Emu's power was beyond measurement, and going there would only lead to more questions than answers. Taking Emu down was not that simple, or it would have been done already. Therefore, that was not the time to be picking a fight with him, but instead to wait until the right moment. Despite that, Loki still took to sea to find Emu, but was unable to do so. Loki believes this is his chance to avenge his father if is indeed that king of the world. Ajuden calls him a simpleton for thinking it will be easy, but in this case, he wants to help and avenge his father too. The Straw Hats, meanwhile, are equally surprised to learn there is a king of the world and ponder the role of the five Gorosei have, all while Ragnar tries to stop Brooke from waking Gunko up, with Chopper revealing that Ragnar was the one who froze her in the first place, due to how dangerous she is. Brooke acknowledges this, but confidently believes she was being controlled, and he wants to help her because she is like a daughter to him. Robin's clone then appears before Chopper and asks him to come to the library with her and Saul. Back with Emu, he summons Axe of Xingtian at the seaport. Sommers uses Graham to block Zoro's attack before blowing him away. Afterwards, he reveals to Zoro that the sword he wields, along with the other weapons Emu used, are weapons utilized by the first 20 and placed before the empty throne, with Graham belonging to the Shepherd family. Through the power of Omen, Sommers can use the sword just like Emu can. Killing him conjures Longinus, a spear belonging to the Rimoshifu family, to fight Sanji. Emu tells Luffy to feel honored that he should die at the hands of weapons that were used to conquer and create the world as they know it today. However, at the very last moment, Emu's attack is blocked by Gaban's own exit, and the chapter ends.
That's so.
Man, what a chapter, what a chapter, what a chapter. Let's get into it, Ja. Talk to me.
Not too much today. This, some major things happened though.
Oh boy, Ja, hurting, man. Hurting.
Yeah.
From last chapter, I was excited. I was happy to see what I seen. Damn, I didn't think it was gonna get dragged out like this. Like, this is brutal.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
2 weeks.
Let's talk about it.
Luffy stabbed and pinned up against a tree. As you know, it's not looking good for our captain. And like any foreseeable future has been like wiped from my thoughts. To this point, it's like very eerie, and I hate to say it like this, but I'm losing the plot. I'm losing the plot. Cause what the hell? I just don't. Where? How do we come back from here?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's just very eerie what's happened or what's taking place to this point. Next page, we get a. No, you're good. Like
This page right here.
Usopp getting a bit of a flare up in his observation. It's a little lackluster for me though, or bittersweet because like
he was still so unsure.
Bro, how is this like? How has his observation not been a little trained up since Dressrosa?
Dressrosa.
He pulled off a hell of a thing in Dressrosa.
Man.
And
that at the time was like, okay.
Oh yeah, like bro. And he doesn't know what's happening, but he sends something. That's all we get. Since Dressrosa. But
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much on it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, you can go next page.
Yeah, just real quick, my
Or
thoughts on
yeah,
these pages. Like you said, just brutal. From the last attack, we see that was just the beginning, ending the last chapter. He followed through, um, with like a thrust, still piercing Luffy down the middle, and then through a tree as well. And he got him hemmed up to the tree like he's a poster.
Pinkish.
And I like you said, brutal. I didn't expect it. And part of the reason why I was so avid on Luffy not fighting Emu yet was because I was hoping that it would go this route. And I didn't want it to because I really don't like this for Luffy. But I was trying to create a scenario in my head to where Luffy didn't even fight him yet. Because I was like, if Luffy can win a fight here, it's just Cap. And if Luffy loses a fight here, it looks like this. And unfortunately, I mean, I didn't expect it to look this bad. I knew Luffy was gonna lose
It's
by how he is from this panel to the last panel. It's just like, oh my god. I'm not gonna get too far ahead in that aspect, but just to add little comments about Usopp's observation. I wonder what specifically he sensed, like if it was the exact same sensation that Jinbei got at the end of this, that he's sensing the drop in Luffy's haki. That's what I'm imagining because he's directly asking about Luffy. I kind of want to see feats like this for, the whole crew, being around Luffy for as much time as they have. A lot of people like to credit their affinity to Conqueror's haki, even though, a lot of people who are considered fodder or low tier, you see them get knocked out by Conquerors. How every time that the Straw Hats are around, they're always good, no matter, if it's Chopper or Nami, they're all usually pretty good against around Conqueror's haki. So a lot of people like to say that has something to do with them being on crew with Conquerors and just being around it and being used to the intent of that specific type of Conquerors haki. But I mean, even shoot, Emu pulling up, they're all chilling, and we see what kind of enormous haki that is. So I would like to see, this type of haki, especially with their captain, them being able to sense in some way, shape, or form. But I'm not mad that it being, nodded to Usopp in this moment, just to give him a little bit of a boost. But I would hope that all of the Straw Hats within the range could more than less sense, their if their captain's haki takes a drop like we're imagining it is now.
Yeah.
Luffy, I mean, Jinbei, his face looks concerned, but he's still like very composed. I do always like that about Jinbei, but Jinbei is always the one who's commenting on the sensation of haki. Really, since we met him, that's kind of been Jinbei's role. Like, this powerful haki, this outrageous haki. Like he's always kind of the haki guy who's pointing it out. I kind of was expecting a little bit more of like a urgent feeling. Like we see Usopp's face. We see Usopp's face, so we kind of can tell that he's getting more of that sensation. And if you're clearly the one sensing that Luffy's specific haki grew much weaker, and you're like, well, this dude just packed up Loki like this, like, we can't be so sure that Luffy's all right. Like, you're still pretty chill. sitting there arms crossed. I don't know if that would be me. That's just all I'm saying. I don't know if I'd just be sitting here. But last chapter, Luffy gave you the direct orders to protect Loki. So if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. Hey, I mean, to be fair, what do we expect you to go over there and save Luffy? Like, we don't expect that. So it's just funny how that's just kind of the demeanor he's giving off. But he's always kind of been the one who's, been able to hold his water, keep his marbles intact, and make sure the situation's cool. Like, Egghead, he had to go get Zoro, like, yo, all right, hey, chop, it's time to go. We don't need all this emotional, well, I gotta finish the fight the right way. And like, nah, we gotta go.
It's over.
But yeah, next page. What's up, buddy? You gotta go lay down. I'm almost done. Keep coming.
We got Gunko thawed out a bit, still unconscious. And Usopp on 10 up in Blick, just in case Brooke made a poor judgment call here. It's hilarious to me.
Face shot, like right there, point blank. Like if she tries to, and Ragnar right behind him, like, what's up? That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's all I got for that. We got the entrance of the new warrior pirates, Gerd and Arjuden, and Chopper has arrived to the battlefield. Maybe an upcoming.
We just seen this in the anime too. When they fell from the top on their ship.
Yeah, that too. I was thinking that same thing when I seen it. Maybe Chopper can strike a little upcoming feat soon. How about the Monster Trio? Doctor has arrived. We get a little bit more on Chopper later this chapter.
And he going to talk to Biblo. Helping nobody.
Hey, man. Something.
There's a lot. I feel like Chopper is very important right now. I feel like we want him everywhere. Because we've seen the stuff with the Domi Reversi. We want to see more of that. We know he's the best doctor, so it's like he could help Loki right now. And then we want him to translate. We got Ragnar, we got Biblo. We're like, translate. So Chopper playing such an important role.
Yeah.
Shout out Little Chop. I love my Chopper and my Chopper love me.
Got a Chopper in the car. Yeah, so we got the new warrior pirates on scene. Not really much here. I'm going on to the next page.
Yep.
Loki finally come to realize that he's probably fighting someone who he's heard about and seen the demo of his past of his power.
Complete next page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really have nothing to add to this anyway. So.
Yeah, he realized he's fighting someone who he's probably heard about and seen the demo of his power through the passing of his father. Damn, did I skip a bit?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I didn't really touch this, I can't lie, but off the dome, Ja Rule coming in a sense, I thought that was cool. He just Ja Rule just be saying the right things. I feel like he's actually a good higher up. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like that's the point of the elders, like not the rule, but just to give wisdom and drop gems and stuff. I think he plays that role to a T.
Gems,
yeah, for real. And he's he's very sensible about it because Ja Rule knows a lot more than but he's not just giving it all at once because he knows that it's not going to help anything. It's just going to cause more panic and confusion. So he's kind of giving the right people the right information at the right moments. He's not really he's holding his tongue about certain things until he needs to. So yeah, I agree.
Like Arjuden going through it at the top right, and then him breaking it down bro, this decision wasn't made at the referee, bro.
Yeah.
This is bigger than that.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to save the children. Even if you save them, they're just gonna come. They'll send more people to come back. So He's kind of like, we have to go attack the source if we really want this to be. So, like, very, very good elder. Like, what you expect and want in an elder, especially one of the oldest outside of Emu, potentially the Gorosei. You know, Ja Rule's one of the oldest living beings, you know, besides Zunisha, maybe. Not maybe, but Zunisha.
No, yeah.
Besides those things, Void Century potential things, like Ja Rule's the oldest living thing. Being, creature, living. So real quick before you get into the Emu stuff, is that what you're about to get into?
Yeah.
Yeah, just on this last little bit. I want to say I wanted to say this earlier, but I didn't want to like spoil too much or talk about too much when we see Loki. And just from the point we see him in the anime, from like the recent episodes to now, it's like it's just so interesting, his thought process and how he handled everything. And because like all this information he's had, and he's still kind of he's acting the way he was acting in the episode, just like so against everything. He's like, I could burn down Elbath right now. And it's like, bro, all this anger is stemming from this, like you not being able to avenge your dad way back then and like having to go through that. So I said this even back then when we first got introduced to Loki early, even really before his backstory. Like I was like, I know Loki's gonna climb the ranks in like my top 10 favorite characters. And I feel like he's definitely been doing that. I think his development has been pretty good so far, and I think it's only we're only gonna see more because now he's obviously introduced to Luffy, and if they both end up making it out of here in one piece, I obviously think there's gonna be a lot more development in Loki's character. But I just say all this to say like what both Yarul and Loki have seen up until this point, that a lot of everyone hasn't. It's just something interesting to think about, and now they're finally able to like connect dots and stuff, and seeing that open up over the course of this chapter and really this arc, especially post flashback stuff. Just seeing like it all unfold. It's some crazy writing, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into the King of the World.
Emu sizing up for his next attack after dissing his brothers. Has it been done yet? No, not that's.
Well, he started doing it at the end of this.
He's about to.
I was gonna ask finish that thought actually.
Stuffs another blade into Luffy like a pincushion. The blade of the sea god, Fargacha. I think. Whatever. Fragacha, whatever. This threw me for a curve. I can't lie. The
move
bringing up the brothers,
dialogue.
That was like
okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you about. Okay. Well, or I want to go even one further. This doesn't surprise me, but it did at the same time. Just the straight up Emu saying Luffy's full name, because Emu's kind of always had this like thing about him that I don't know what he does and doesn't know. It's like some things he knows, some things he doesn't. He's used the word Nika. We know he uses Joy Boy, like that's his go-to. But he has used Nika. He used Nika when Luffy and Loki first pulled up. He said, Nika and Needhugger. So we've heard him use that. We've heard him use Joy Boy. He's even called direct Joy Boy or Luffy Joy Boy directly. Then he's saying, well, you're not Joy Boy. Joy Boy's weak. And then he's like, finally, Monkey D. Luffy, I know all about you. Your brother who got packed up by the Marines, and your other brother who's the head of the, or you know, one of the prominent figures in the in the Revolutionary. It just confused, and then like Loki goes for 6 years out into the sea, and he's causing terror. But you don't know what took out Harold. You don't know what the Needhogger, like where it is. Ragnar, where's Ragnar? Like it's like Emu knows so much, but he doesn't. And at the end of the day, you're the head of the world government. I understand, like Luffy's a big, like he's a Yonko, so he's a powerhouse against the world government at this point. So I'm not shocked that he knows who Luffy is or anything. It's just like so confusing when Emu talks and like brings up certain things because he's like, they're all in one. Like he's just bringing up everything at once. Like, and he just loves going on these rants about all the stuff he knows. It's like, oh yeah, this is when he brought out what's his name, Dozen. He's like, oh, Dozen, and he just drops the name and then just keeps going. He just loves name dropping and just Monkey D. Luffy. Like, that was just funny to me. I was just wondering your thoughts on like, did it shock you all of a sudden that he was just bringing up Luffy's
that did me for a
personal
total
life?
curve. I'm like, what, bro?
Yeah.
I didn't type any of this stuff, but
I'm surprised he didn't bring up Dragon and Garp too. I was wondering if he was gonna say, you know, son of the world's most wanted man.
It's like he knows everything the Gorosei knows, and they know a lot. Like before they even act on it, they're getting the newspaper. They're like all sitting talking about it,
and we know that. Well, actually, we don't know.
What?
Well, I guess no. He would know that Garp was one of the people that took out rocks in God Valley because the Holy Knights were the one who's like cleaned up the job, so he should know that. Yeah, I just don't like.
It's been you know, he's the what's it called of the
He's
Navy.
a hero. Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but they don't know to what extent, but I guess Emu would know because he's the one who orchestrated it.
Just all took me for a curve, and like before we get into it, this is just like to start it off though. Loki was out to sea for 2 years, bro. And then Ben's locked up for 6.
Yeah, I think so, because that was 8 years ago.
Yeah. What? We get the little Loki.
Wait, what are you alluding at?
2 years on the sea, bro. You couldn't find this thing?
I mean,
what were you doing out there, bro?
That's a good question.
I know it's his first time going out into the world and everything, but bro was out there for 2 years before anything even happened to him.
But he was attacking world government ships, so maybe
he was
expecting them to come to him.
I guess 2 years is a long time. That's all.
I agree.
Into a flashback, a W flashback, you know, Shanks in it, and some more of the end of what had happened.
That's why he used to go.
Of the other flashback, but Shanks giving him straight up like, oh, and then like Shanks is at this point like where we're on in the timeline or current day. Shanks been at these people next for a decade now.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Crazy.
Stole the fruit. Well, he went, got the covenant first, got it,
and
stole the fruit. Stole the fruit while he still had the covenant. This man was moving. This man was and he goes to. He's at Elbath while all this is going on. Shanks is well, we'll talk about it at the end of this little flashback, and I'll bring it up. Keep going. Are we moving to the next page or?
No, we good. I just gotta finish talking about Shanks. But yeah, like Shanks kind of, just laid it all on him at the end of the right after his father passed. Like I don't think I don't know. It just Loki was not trying to hear none of that.
Yeah.
I don't think he even took it deeper than it really went. I feel like it went out in one ear and out the other for Loki right here. Like Shanks, like this is like on par with what Jaru was just saying.
Yeah.
But like straight from the source, and this man was not trying to hear.
Shanks, Jaru was in the background. He was listening. He's like, I hear you, Shanks. Shanks raising his voice. Shanks don't barely ever raise his voice. Shanks snapping up. This nigga, Loki like, man, fuck what you talking about, man. My pops did. I had to kill my pops. You didn't.
But yeah, and knowing this from so long ago is it just feels so crazy. I feel like this only highlights what Shanks was doing up there even more now.
Yeah. Man.
I love the rocks side by side with Loki.
Love seeing rocks, good old rocks.
Nah.
But yeah, what makes, because I've had people ask me why Shanks is one of my favorite characters, and it's always hard to specifically give people like the best descriptions, because when we see Shanks, we never really see him do too much. Like obviously we got the feat, we seen him with the Divine Departure. But prior to that, he just had the little hockey moment with what's his name? Goku. Rainbow. He had the little
Wi-Fi hockey.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi hockey. Then he had the little clash with Whitebeard. But other than that, we kind of just see, and then he pulls up to Marineford.
And dismisses all.
Yeah. But like it's just been aura feats we've seen from Shanks. And people are just like, well, why do you like his character? And this is like part of like the prime reason, because Shanks clearly knows a lot more than, one, your average pirate. Two, he's just so calculated. I feel like he's very big on true balance. I don't feel like he moves with the ill intention of really anybody, but it's just so mysterious right now. We don't really know like what specifically he's after, because he's just seen so much and been through so much. So that's why I think I love Shanks personally so much, because he intervenes when he feels like, all right, one side is doing too much. So like he stops Kaido from going to Marineford. Because imagine if Kaido and King pulled up to Marineford. Like, imagine the chaos that would have ensued then. Oh, yeah. He pulls up and stops Marineford, because imagine if Akainu keeps rampaging and freaking out. Imagine what the Blackbeard pirates would have done then. We don't know. He pulls up. He even, I mean, in the flashbacks from what we see, he's calculated with taking the fruit. We see that all had meat into it. He goes and returns to the Holy Land, and at first people are like, yo, why did he go back? Now we see, all right, he was going to learn some stuff. he decided when he sees Gear 5 Luffy for the first time, he's like, all right, now it's time to go to the One Piece. Like, I just feel like Shanks is just so calculated, and he's just playing such a big role in balance and making sure things are going to ultimately get this goal. Like he said here, Shanks is one of the strongest people alive today, and he's like, yo, you think someone would have done it already? Like, we can't just there's no just taking out the king of the world like that easy. So like, and you can kind of see up until now, Shanks has been slowly working towards that because that's what Shanks wants. Like, he's a good person. So I just love that about his character. Like, a lot of people like to throw up the feats like, oh, he's not really, we don't see him too much, and you might as well just say Luffy's your favorite character, blah blah blah. Like, nah, Shanks got his own agenda and his own swag and mysteriousness about him that I think makes him a top tier. And come on now, he's coldest nigga alive right now, besides Emu and
Facts.
Loki and stuff and Luffy, but like, he's still above all them. Like, I don't think he beats Emu, but he's not struggling to this extent. But yeah, just hey, gotta love Shanks. I had to glaze my boy for a little bit because
yes, sir.
he been getting some unwarranted slander a little bit in the community. People saying he's a fraud.
I do want to highlight the Fisher Tiger thing. I feel like that's getting a little going under the
another whatever. Good. Yeah. I almost forgot about that. That was a major point in that boy Shanks been having his foot in history for a minute. Bro. But I was at God Valley too, don't forget.
Yeah, oh God.
Hurricane Crew. Come on now.
So yeah, at the end of this, we get Loki and Hardruden declaring their revenge for their father demise while the Straw Hats break down the story they just received, because we're everybody's in attendance now. We're all listening to conversations that are going on around us.
As we
like
should.
A good Yonko crew.
Did I skip too far ahead?
No, you're good. It started at the end and it ends here. So yeah, that's the. I just like, it's cool seeing the brothers come together, but we know who's really pulling the weight here. Yes. Yeah. Chopper, the translator, has finally arrived.
We've been wanting this for the longest.
As he presses Brooke with the translation for trying to save Gunko. Usopp put Blick down though, but what's his name? Ragnar's still on all 10s.
Ragnar like, bro, I froze her for a reason, bro. She was wilding.
Yeah. With the news Robin has received, she requested Chopper to the library. That was like what I was calling out earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just thought that was kind of crazy.
With me and Saul, and then Saul's the one holding her and Robin earlier in the arc. Just so happens to be around the same week of when it happened in the episode. Yeah, that's funny.
Facts. Fucking, this is great. I know something big has to be coming up with Chopper. I don't know, like, Robin's about to tell him about himself, or some crazy giant is about to happen, and Chopper's gonna save everybody.
I was kind of thinking they need Chopper to just talk to Biblo and talk about like how Biblo was able to get the books and stuff, and
Mhm.
I thought I thought it was going in that direction, but hey,
Yeah, and if Biblo's
Biblo
there
might
for
be
a
like,
conversation with all of that, it even ties it in even better, bro.
I am the god of knowledge. You are the forest god. How it's been
Yeah,
so long. You take a different form than what I remember, forest god.
bro.
That would be
Please.
crazy. That would be crazy.
Southern Big's coming for Chopper for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And Robin's in tune. Robin was there and in tune for it. I just love it. It's all coming together. We pan back to Emu and Luffy. Emu summons another weapon to put the final blow onto our captain, the axe of Xingtian. At this point, we just keep getting these little flakes of Luffy, and its life is just it's just
Every time
getting,
we see him, bro.
bro, his life force is not with us anymore. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, this is pretty bad. Like,
Damn, man. Hate seeing my dog like that.
W narrator. We pan to
See,
Zoro.
Cloudport, Westernville.
We pan to Zoro and Summers. As he explains the lore of the 20 swords from 800 years ago. That is tough. I can't lie. And Summers knows a little bit of what he's talking about, so I credit to him for dropping some lore on us.
First thing is first, credit to him to knocking Zoro on his ass with one of Zoro's strongest attacks, top 2 strongest attacks that we've seen from Zoro. Summers, obviously with the Omen boost, but from who was just getting tossed around is knocking Zoro back with relative ease. After, like I said, one of Zoro's 2 strongest attacks that we've ever seen him use. That's one of the first moves that we see from him, and Summers is now combating that and really winning the clash.
Yeah, and laughing.
Yeah, laughing at him on the ground. Zoro's huffing and puffing, and yeah, we clearly see that it's granted through the Omen, but that is just another attest to Emu. But also got to give Summers his credit too, because hey, that's kind of the whole point of this, right? Like the Omen was supposed to. Who knows if it specifically boost those granted with the covenants or whatever, and clearly they're able to wield their family sword using the Omen. I wonder if it's similar. Like I wonder if he was able to just pull that out of the ring that he has on his back, similar to
I think so, man.
Yeah, similar to Emu, like using his Omen. We kind of, I think we on the pod, I think we had like roughly discussed like what if Emu was using the weapons from verse 20 that we seen in front of the throne. I know we said it would. I'm pretty sure we just basically just said it was an interesting idea and possibility. And now that we got the confirmation, what are your thoughts on like? Because clearly we haven't seen all of them. But what are your thoughts? Do you think they tie into supreme grade blades, or you think they're kind of different, or you think
Honestly, they probably do tie in. I'm not expecting all the 20 kings to be ever so, top of the verse type people.
because there's only 12 supreme grade, right?
Yeah, it's 12 supreme. So
yeah, so I didn't know if it was like just maybe a couple.
Huh? Yeah, I feel like there would be a couple here
Well, I think an axe would still count because the axes have blades. I think
No,
since
yeah, for sure.
since it's considered a blade and not specifically supreme grade sword or anything. But I wonder what specifically out of this bunch, like, is
Okay, yeah.
supreme grade, or what's just like a regular weapon that was wielded by one of the first 20. Um, I just wonder. I mean, maybe they have no correlation. Maybe the first 20 weapons are just their own set of weapons, and then the uh, supreme grade blades are their own type. A lot of people, since we didn't get all the blades, I mean, there's still more to talk about on these. Or no, actually, no. But yeah, this last page we talk about but um with like a lot of I've heard in the community a lot of people bring up Yoru and as a Mihawk's blade. Like, is that a family's blade that we don't know
Yeah.
about? That
I
he
was just thinking that
people say he stole it. A lot of people that still have Mihawk being a kid of Emu say the joke is he got it for Christmas from Emu
Oh
as a
my gosh.
gift. I've been seeing that some places. So um it brings up a lot of question and mystery. Obviously, we've known that there had to be some importance to the first 20 weapons, or the first 20s weapons, not the first 20 weapons, but the first 20s weapons. We knew there had to be some importance because they all are in front of the throne room, and we've seen that plenty of times now, leading up into we've seen that, what, probably chapter like 200 something for the first time or something like that. I don't know. We've seen it a
Yeah.
long time ago, with the empty throne and the swords in front of it and stuff. So we've always felt like it's important, and now we see it. I've seen people say like it's Shank's weapon for Garland, or it's Shamrock's, but his has a devil fruit. So they're like, oh, we don't know. Or does Garland have? It would make more sense, I guess, with Garland have it, but the for Garlands. So yeah, definitely interesting. And for some reason, the Nerona family, he can just access them all.
Yeah.
But we go into the last page.
Yeah. Split panel between the two wings of the future Pirate King and the fighting and blah, 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 fighting their foes who have received their families passed down blades of choice. Graham from the Shepherd family and Longinus from the Remo Shufu. I just feel like we're finna get into these families a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And there are plenty other knights that I know are around, and I feel like this is just the first showcase of.
It makes me think about Nepatari, because they had
Yeah.
they was an original,
Mhm.
what their weapon would look like. What was it? Manmare or Maymare? Maymare.
Man, there, yeah.
That we've seen a few Manmares up into, but now that
Mhm.
we know Gunko's a part of. Obviously, Gunko doesn't wield a blade, but we also haven't seen her with Omen, so it could just be specifically once they're granted Omen that they're able to access blade. I'm not sure how it works, but there's been a lot of speculation on some of these blades that we've seen who are in hands of important figures such as Shanks, Shamrock, Garling, uh, Mihawk, and whatnot. So yeah, maybe learning about these families a little bit more, and maybe if each family had a specific role amongst the first 20 that we'll learn plays a bigger role. But definitely interesting and excited to learn about that. One thing I also last thing I want to mention is I noticed about Killingham, he's never in his straight like humanoid, I guess one I could say form. Like he's always either in his top half Zoan or his bottom half Zoan. Because he's the little dragon like horse type
Yeah.
like thing. When he's in his like when he's using his human legs, that's how his top half is. And when he's using his I think the only time we seen him full human was when he was chopped up from Sanji and the Straw Hats when they beat him up.
Yeah. Just ugly. I don't like him.
Yeah, I could tell he's. I see going into this, I thought I wasn't gonna like Sommers more because I feel like Sommers is more blatantly sadistic. But yeah, I definitely think Killingham's more annoying and uglier. I think Sommers at least has a little bit of a cool aesthetic. Cool. Yeah, I agree though.
I can't lie, he just got some points with the sword. The shit tough. All the weapons have been looking tough as hell.
That shit is tough. Little omen flowing off of it. And you just clashed against Zoro.
And then the hilt with the spikes, I was like, bro,
that shit's
cool.
fire. Fire. I like the spear too.
Yeah, the spear's clean.
Did he have what? He had a trident before, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of, I think I was reading last chapter. I think you can kind of see it start changing into the spear last chapter. The last encounter with Sanji. And then this one is like fully pure spear. So it like I think changes through the omen, whatever. But yeah, I really like this idea. I think it opens up avenue. I wonder, like we seen the Gore say, like, yeah, they didn't straight up get beat last arc. They was getting played with. That it was like, damn, these the Gore say. Like I really this really opens up a new can of like maybe what they can access when if they're gifted omen, or shoot, maybe they're even stronger at the Holy Land or when.
Yeah.
Just like we do know majority of them or 4 of them came through summoning circles. So hey, it just makes you think we got a long way to go with some of these protagonists because I don't really see anyone hanging. I don't care how many forces join together. Blackbeard pirates, red hair pirates, revolutionary army. I don't see. Give everybody omen and let Emu wall out. I don't know who's rocking with them right now.
No.
But yeah, so we got a long way to go. That makes me think of how much longer we got in One Piece.
Yeah, facts. I want to see where these families are from and stuff
the
like
origins.
That. Yeah,
we got time for that. We got time for that. Because I really want I want a good fleshed out Void Century, and I don't want it to be like too little or too much right now. Okay. Like especially if we dive into more history, it's like, damn, how many flashbacks are we gonna get? Not that I would be mad at it right here because they're starting to give us a little bit of insight on the families and stuff, but I do feel like I don't want it to. I think I'm cool with when we get the full Void Century, like really learning fleshed out stuff about all this stuff. This last page here, what you got?
Panning back to Luffy and Emu as Emu sentences Luffy to death with his final blow. The old goat steps in to save the future of the world. Scopper Gaban blocks the axe attack and is ready to fight for his life.
With a smile on his face. Boy, true conqueror.
I hope. I don't want.
Ain't no hoping, bro. I know what you're gonna say. Ain't no hoping, bro.
I don't want this to end poorly, but at this point, It
This
is
might be the
highly,
best. This might be the only way. Head
yeah,
ass. Like,
literally. Bro, yeah, I just realized what you were doing.
yeah, yeah. The only way.
Bro, bro, I like it would be cool if that's how it goes, you know.
Hey, not many can say no. Yo, Captain rocks. No, nobody can say they went out like this. If this is how you go out, hey man. Hey, the last person
And
to go
then
out like
being
this was probably Joy Boy. So like,
and him being one of the wings of the old, uh,
Regine,
that's just
like, bro,
man.
you gotta think, bro. Think, like, what if Roger and them? What if they wanted to put a stop to this, but they're like, we're too early. Like, this is Gabon's like tribute to like, damn, I actually got to like contribute to
Hmm.
the final part of this. Like,
And he's gonna, you know, he's gonna leave it all out, man.
um, yeah, I right when I seen his face, I knew what was coming. I personally, I love Gabon. Ever since we've gotten introduced to him, like he cold, and he gives me a lot of hope for Sanji because I think even as a general consensus, I think a lot of people will pick Gabon over, even prior to this, people will pick Gabon over Rayleigh.
Def-
So because of that, it gave me hope for Sanji. Not that he's going to be more liked than Zoro. I think that's too far gone. But just in terms of like improvements for Sanji, I felt like he could really make those because the parallels, them both being left wings.
yeah.
Um, I like I said, I love it as much as I love Gabon. I love the fact that this could be his last moments, and I love that it's being done this way. I have heard in the community people saying, "Oh, well, this is a good way to show Luffy what he needs to do in order to damage or in order to um fight against, the omen, this form of, power that Emu possesses." And maybe I'm seeing Gabon dealing a blow that pushes Emu to his time limit or whatever, but it ends up being a
Oh, yeah.
fatal blow to Gabon, and Gabon's like, his final, node to Luffy is like, hey, this is, kind of what it's gonna take. Like, live on,
His
pretty
Bronx
much.
moment, his Garp moment, his
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe. I at least hope the fact that Gabon's stepping in and ultimately saving Luffy. I definitely hope that he's able to give us a bit of a showing and really actually do something to help Luffy out because like you've been saying this whole chapter, I really just don't see where we go from here. And ending like this, you don't expect Gabon to come in and win this fight, and you can kind of see that this may be the last of Gabon. He already got beat up earlier trying to protect his son and stuff. And the big theme of One Piece, especially post time skip, is that old generation kind of letting go and passing that torch. So this could be that moment for Gabon.
And then we got Rayleigh's just staring at the big screen over there. Don't piss me off.
Hmm. But last and final thing I just wanted to say, and then I'll toss the keys to you. Finish up the chapter. Any final thoughts you may have, but I Emu's such a great villain, and this is why I've been so strong on my stance of I don't think anyone else should be final. Um, just the fact that Emu said, Monkey D. Luffy, Sabo, Ace. I hate the three of y'all. It's going to take three weapons to kill you. And then he's just like, 1, 2, and about to be 3. And it's like, that's cold, man. That's cold. You sick.
Yeah.
You sick. But I love that from my final villain. I love how orchestrative he is over this whole thing, and still has the side of like he kind of has a balance of me. Like I'm getting the Holy Knight side, the look down on you aspect of it, but I'm still getting like, I see why everybody looks up to him. I see why they call him the Great One and stuff. Like, obviously, we don't agree with their thinking, but like I see, because I'm just like, wow, this man is really like, yeah, he's showing why he's the king of the world, and man, crazy.
I feel as narratively there was a possibility that Emu would not be our final villain, but now that we have more of a visual of what we're dealing with here, it's almost
It's hard to see anyone
it's
surpassing this to become that.
nobody's here yet, so
Not even close. Not even close. I mean, like we said, Shanks is probably the strongest person alive right now.
Yeah.
And I don't see Shanks. I mean, you got Kaido who just died. I don't think Kaido's like, they're putting up a better fight than Luffy for sure. I mean, and then you got Blackbeard, who's arguably maybe in worse shape than Luffy. I think Blackbeard gets blitzed a lot more than Luffy. And we've seen how quickly Luffy was getting blitzed. Yeah. I don't see anyone close. So that mural's making a lot more sense to me.
literally,
Why it took everything. I need ancient weapons. I need the biggest alliance ever of I need all the god devil fruits that we can get. And some will of D.
And some
because we need it. We need it all.
well, we need it because it's not looking good.
And it's like Emu got summoned into Elbaf. He was wiping off blood from his lip, and it's like everyone was like, "Oh, is this summoning like damaging Emu? Is he not as strong as we think?" Like,
we've gotten a hell of a showcase. Like
first feet, he's flying across Elbaf within seconds. Like,
and I should have probably realized it was Raps at that point, but there was some hope was still left in me.
This man's
no more.
Sliced Stanson's leg off and Gerd's fingers like within one motion. Kept it pushing. Turn seen Gunko Omen. That's the only downside since he's been on the offensive, besides like getting snuck. But that was because he got fucking his heart on for Joy Boy, whatever. But his only downside was that he didn't unfreeze Gunko. Like, he thought he did that. And he even shocked himself. He was like, huh? Gunko's still frozen? But yeah, Emu's not fucking off. I'm loving the showcase. I'm seeing from it. I'm hating that this is happening to Luffy. Like, it went from a few weeks ago, the community was like, Loki might not make it out. And then it's like, well, god damn, Luffy's in worse shape than him.
Literally, Luffy's dead, bro.
I don't want him to be dead. I don't want it to be another Wano, I'm not ready for Law to step in and give up his life.
Please.
Part of me don't even want that to happen. I
No,
don't even want Law to use it. I just want it to be like, oh, that's what Dope Flamingo was after. That was that. But yeah. Any final thoughts? Chapter as a whole. Give me your rating. Give me your.
It looks beautiful. I mean, besides all the Luffy panels, it's a beautiful chapter.
I love how hurt you
Lore-
was. I mean, that's how it should be. That's our Pirate King right there.
yeah, lore filled. I'll give it a Yonko. It's like it really makes you step back and try to think on. You're just left like with nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why I agree and why I'm gonna put it in better words on why it was Yonko. We got everything. We got everything. We got Emu flexing. We got lore from Shank's point of view. It's like Shank's and Loki's interaction more after in the Arus Castle. We got more recently with Summers dropping some lore about the swords and more insight on Emu's omen ability. We got Gabon stepping in. Everyone was confused. No one expected Gabon. I can guarantee you, no one expected Gabon to be the one that to hop in here because he was just down for the count. Like, yeah, he got patched up by Chopper and stuff, and we know he was with Hajrudin and all them. He was with that group, but I'm not gonna lie, I just didn't expect. I was when I first got there, I was like, "Where's Gabon at?" and all this, like, when they first crashed into Loki and stuff. But I didn't think he was gonna be popping up, being the one to ultimately save Luffy, at least from this finishing blow. So, and like with the cliffhanger of we don't know what's gonna happen, and then we had a break week to sit there and marinate and think about this. I think this was a Yonko level chapter through and through. I just think we got a little bit of everything. We're getting the straw. Like some of the best moments in the show, I feel like personally for me are when the Straw Hats are on their heels. Sabaody, it was a short arc, but it was a top arc because especially pre-time skip East Blue Saga Straw Hats, they weren't really dealing with too much struggle. Marine Ford with the loss of Ace and how it sent Luffy back and he really needed to lock in. Having those losses and stuff. Even in Wano, we see the Straw Hats have to deal with all that adversity, and that's why people hate Wano because of the length, but why people like, especially the raid on Onigashima so much. I just feel like this is some of the best. This is when Oda's at his best because he really gets to show us true development of our favorite crew and whatnot. And though we hate seeing Luffy in the state, I definitely hate it. I love the showcase we're getting from the top one in the verse. I love the lore we're getting across all of the chapter. And it was still action packed. This all was happening in the midst of fighting. It wasn't like them just standing around talking all chapter. So that's why I feel like it was Yonko, man. I think it was great. I think it was a good chapter.
For surely.
Final thoughts on today's episode, my guy. Episode 31 of the Poneglyph Podcast.
It's all action packed, full of things to just look on for the future.
Facts.
Keep your head going.
Yeah. Fun
I can't
episode.
wait for next chapter.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Next chapter, I think next episode is going to be pretty good. We had some good discussion in anime world news. I think overall it was a fun, good episode. And I do like to apologize for a bit of the inconsistency on the episodes. We are planning on getting on top of that, and we've been with the stuff we got going on. We've been making the most of what we can. So the fact that we're still getting these episodes out, we're not really, we had that 1 week where we were loaded with a lot of episodes and chapters. We're not really letting it pile up too much, and we're staying on top of it. At the end of the day, if we're missing an episode, we're missing One Piece, watching One Piece every week. We're missing talking about the chapter. We used to, before we started the pod, we talk about the chapter every time it dropped. Now we kind of wait on that. So we be wanting to get these episodes out so we could just talk One Piece, watch these new episodes, and have a good time. So just bear with us if there are weeks that we miss. It's always going to be like a makeup day. It's never really going to be, we're just missing all these episodes and skipping chapters or anime episodes or whatnot. So we appreciate y'all for tapping in to episode 31 of the Poneglyph Podcast, where we decode the world of One Piece and anime, one poneglyph at a time. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me. If y'all are here live with us, if y'all are catching us on the VOD, do the same and subscribe if y'all are new and y'all are checking us out for the first time. Because I've been seeing the views, like we be lingering with some views. There be some jumps in the views throughout the episode. So I know y'all be tapping in. And I can see the analytics. I can see which percentage of people subscribe to us and which percentage don't. So it's being reached out there. We're getting to some new people. We just need y'all to smash that sub button and rock with us for the long run, because we gonna be here for sure. One Piece ain't going nowhere, and we ain't going nowhere. And even after that, anime ain't going nowhere. So we're gonna be locked in, man. We're gonna be locked in. But we appreciate y'all audio platforms, 5-star rating as always. Give us a fire review. We'll make sure to reply to y'all over there. Last but not least, go check us out on our socials: Instagram, TikTok. We got YouTube Shorts. I have been working on this Discord. I just don't have it ready to post so everybody can join in. But Discord on the way. Want to get discussions, video ideas, and whatnot going over there as well. But nonetheless, appreciate y'all for another great episode. I'm your host, Jay, aka Milky Way Jay. Here with my brother, my co-host, every episode, Brother Ja.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for another great episode. And until next time, it's the PNG Boys, Poneglyph Podcast. And we are going. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe.
Love, safety.
If you're not feeling it, be honest. I'm dashing in the coupe and going sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love, but feel you rushing me. And my cup is running low, need you to fill it, please. I remember all those times it was a simple thing. Now I'm here all alone, reminiscing about what we could've been, I'm on the road, drinking, dropping, swerving, I won't crash out. Got 12 on my ass down, still will chase the bag down. Hit the throttle, spaz out. These niggas crashing out, they living but they lashing out. Ain't chasing paper now.
Whoa, I can't crash out. I remember I was broke, I'm getting cash now. These lame-ass niggas talking shit don't make me lash out. Shit don't make me lash out. Ballin' like I'm Jordan, make it switch. Every time I talk, I'm making hits. Trippin' daily, I feel like the shit. Yeah, I'm going, I can't reminisce.
If you're not feeling it, be honest. I'm dashing in the coupe and going sonic speed. I gave you my all, tell me what else you need. I'm not ready for your love. love but feel you rushing me. And my cup is running low, need you to fill it, please. I remember all those times it was a simple thing. Now I'm here all alone, reminiscing about what we could have been.